I hope it has come in the slideshow mode.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Good afternoon to everyone. And I have been asked by Dr. Rakesh Gupta sir and under the aegis of Sipher and ECO to speak something about blood donation. So we thought probably we'll speak about blood donor motivation, recruitment, retention, and as part of your side, organization of blood donation camps, because this is a journey of two. So the society gives blood, we take care of it technically, and the society ultimately is the user of blood. So the blood bank cannot walk alone unless we have donations from the society. This is our society, which was founded as early as 1970s. And the motto or vision is safe blood should be waiting for the patient and not the patient for safe blood. So normally what happens in society, we have so many apprehensions that I will donate this time, I will donate when somebody needs. So you cannot wait. It takes time from blood donation to the blood being available in inventory for usage of the patient. That could vary anywhere from few hours to 72 hours. And the mission is to provide 100% voluntary blood donation for needy population. So we wish to do away with replacement blood donations. So this is the gentleman to whom we credit the success of the blood donation movement, because had it not been for the gentleman Karl Landsteiner that he described the blood groups A, B, O, and later on the RH system, without which this field of blood donation and blood transfusion was not possible, because if you give blood across the group, it is not accepted by the body. This I thought I would show you one of the earliest photographs of blood transfusion services organized by the Republican Army during the Spanish Civil War, that is as early as 1936 to 1939. And they collected close to 9,000 liters of blood in a storage medium called as citrate dextrose anticoagulant. So blood inside the human body is in fluid form, but moment it comes outside the body, it coagulates. So you need to have a solution to keep it in the fluid form, which is called as citrate dextrose anticoagulant. And then only, and let me tell you that these were the battle casualties, the result of the mass war, the large scale injuries that has given impetus to the blood banking. So we credit blood banking to the army, though it's not very desirable, but this is how it happened. Otherwise, we tended to ignore this branch. This was the first blood bank by Bernard Fantosa at Chicago's Cook Hospital, Cook County Hospital in 1937. Now we come to India. So India is not far behind. The movement of I volunteer is the movement that we leads to a voluntary blood donation. It started as early as 1954 from the western part of India and Mumbai. It was Mrs. Leela Mulgaonkar madam who recognized the need of blood because she required blood for an injury that happened to her son. And then she recognized this, and she was the, rather, she is, who is the pioneer of this movement in India. And later on, she was appointed as the honorary organizer for the blood bank scheme of the government of Maharashtra. And she was also appointed as the special officer on duty for the blood transfusion services of the Directorate General of Health Services of Government of India. So she is the pioneer of this movement. However, it was not very late in 1962s. The movement spread to the other part of Western India, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, and Dr. V.G. Mavlankar, who was the honorary secretary of Ahmedabad Red Cross, is credited with the pioneering work of voluntary blood donation in that region. Then it comes to Eastern India. So it is an Jadavpur University's Vice Chancellor, Dr. Triguna Sen, who led teachers and students movement for a month-long campaign of voluntary blood donation in 1962. And that little spark is now what is an association of voluntary blood donors of West Bengal. So these are the people who have actually pioneered blood donation movement in India. And then it comes the northern part of India, the capital Delhi in 1962, Dr. M.L. Gupta. He was the director of the Indian Red Cross Society Blood Bank. He is credited for the pioneering work in this region, and Chandigarh is not far behind. In 1963, Dr. J.G. Jolly, Jai Gopal Jolly, popularly called as the father of modern blood banking in India, also the founder head of the Department of Transfusion Medicine at PGI Chandigarh, with the help of an amazing lady, Mrs. Kanta Sarup Krishan. She is the founder of the Blood Bank Society of Chandigarh. And it was these two, Dr. Jolly and Mrs. Kanta Sarup Krishan, that we are having a predominantly all volunteer base in this region of the country, and we do not see much of those paid blood donations and such kind of problems. So this has been almost a silent kranti in India, an underappreciated kranti of the work of Mrs. Kanta Sarup Krishan and Dr. Jay Gopal Jolly in this region. Now, what we understand, we often talk about voluntary blood donation. So the definition is a person who gives blood, plasma, or other blood components of his or her own free will and receives no payment, either in form of cash or in kind, which could be considered a reasonable substitute for money. However, this process of voluntary blood donation does include time off from work other than reasonably needed for donation travel or small tokens and of appreciation or the refreshment and reimbursement of direct travel costs, and these are compatible with voluntary blood donation. And the word is often used as VNRD, voluntary non-remunerated blood donation. Now, we also talk of volunteer, voluntary blood donor, voluntary blood donation, but it has to be understood that what it means and what is the desired profile of a voluntary, non-remunerated blood donor as per the definition I told you, which is framed by the World Health Organization and the Indian Red Crescent societies. So he or she must have the capacity and competence to decide to be a donor. So on his own free will, he or she knows that she is healthy and wants to remain healthy. So this, I'll tell you why this is so important, because blood is able to transmit certain infections from the donor to the recipient of blood component. And so much so are the important ones like HIV, hepatitis, and malaria or syphilis. So this is very important. So one has to know or refrain from such activities that would put he or she on a enhanced risk of acquisition of such infections like unsterile blades, unsterile injections, or certain sexual practices that predispose you towards such infections. So he is well informed of the measures to maintain his or her health, the hemoglobin, the weight, the metabolic profile. We are witnessing an epidemic of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So when we were students of medical class, probably Rakesh Gupta sir would appreciate, we were taught about alcoholic liver disease. But at present, we have a more important problem at hand, which is metabolic syndrome, or it is non-alcoholic liver disease, which has NASH has taken over. And he or she knows that there is a need. What are the requirements? What is the process? And what are the risks with blood donation? Is positively motivated to donate blood and decides voluntarily to donate blood and he or she takes up the motto of repeated blood donation. A one time act is not enough. We need these supplies 24/7, 365. So, unless you make it a habit, you will one odd donation will not help us win this war. Now, there are certain International Society of Blood Transfusion code of ethics with respect to the blood donors. And they have said that any form of incentive that might influence the underlying reason to donate should be actively discouraged. Like, if you donate, you will get your HIV report. So, not at all. We do not wish test seekers to join this movement. They must go to ICTC or VCTC, whatever those Center of Excellence for Counseling and Testing for HIV. And now our government has also hepatitis control program. So that has to be discouraged and must be prohibited, because this will then impact the safety of blood and result in exploitation of the donor. All will lead to inequity or excess of to the recipients. So these are broad five principles, ethical principles, which relate to blood donation as put in by the International Society of Blood Transfusions Code of Medical Ethics. So the first is dignity. So prohibition of making a blood donation as a source of financial gain. So we will again go back to non-remunerated. So dignity means prohibition of making the blood as a source of financial gain. So dignified. But autonomy is respecting the decision of making capacity or an consent, and it should not be under any influence either of money or some other sort of coercion. Beneficence. So the donor does not derive any direct benefit for the self, but as a motivational factor, it is for the benefit for others. So if you go back to our NSS scheme in India, not me, but for you, that is the motto. So blood donation is not for me, it is for you. Non-maleficence, so avoiding causing harm to the donor, because he's a noble man who has done a good deed without expecting anything in return. So the bare minimum that services need to do is to take care of him so that he is not harmed. And justice, avoiding the burden of donation shifted to underprivileged population. So there has to be an equitable representation from all castes of society, creed, people, those who are haves, have-nots. It is not that only the have-nots will donate. Now we'll come to the strategies for donor recruitment after understanding what is the definition of a voluntary blood donor, what is the desired profile of a voluntary blood donor, what are the codes of ethics which relate to blood donors. After you have understood all this, and how the movement started in India. Now we come to what is, so anything has a goal, a plan, and a strategy. So there are short-term methods like you go early morning to get milk, or somebody drops a milk pouch in your house. Somebody also drops a newspaper in your house or a magazine in the morning. So these are all, if they have something bearing to motivate with blood donation. Then, and you all understand that media is the most powerful influencer. So television, radio, and as of date today, Facebook, Instagram, and whatnot, seminars, meeting, putting up banners, hoardings, leaflets, or taking talks. These are all short-term methods. Long-term would be taking out rallies, walks, or major publication in print media on regular intervals, having quiz or debates with respect to blood donation, slogan and essay writing competition in youth, because youth is going to donate for the long term, general awareness programs and school education programs. So what is so important in school is that our parents are our heroes. On the occasion of parent teacher meeting, if you happen to organize blood donation drives or camps, And the moment the child sees his father, his mother, elder brother donating, it is the strongest motivation for him or her to start blood donation whenever they reach the age of 18. So they will cut their cake or do the parties after a blood donation at 18. So a motive is something that moves one to action. Thus, blood donor motivation can be defined as a force or a process which causes the at present non-donor to think, get motivated and actually donate, which is called as recruitment, on their own desire without any compulsion. So motivation actually is to encourage, inspire, or to stimulate people to donate blood, provide them with the logic or the reason to donate blood, develop the desire to solve a social problem, or instill a pride in themselves for blood donation. Once any one of this clicks, then there is no looking back. Some people have the pride. There is that spark or warm glow on their face when they have donated. And two types: be a hero, give blood. So it could be an attitude motivation, it could be an incentive motivation. Again, we are coming back to the good ISBT code of ethics. So blood donor motivation essentially aims at attitude motivation and not incentive motivation, because incentive motivation will not last for long, and it has also the capacity of paid donor coming in guise of some replacement blood donor harboring some infectious disease which will be transmitted to the recipient. So motivation to blood donation involves several distinct steps or processes. First is awareness. So in larger studies that have been done, the knowledge, attitude and practices studies with respect to blood donation, majority people have told that nobody asked us. हमें तो किसी ने पूछा ही नहीं. So awareness is the first thing. Unless you ask, you shall not get. So this is the first thing. That's what we are probably doing today also through this modem of Eco and Sipher. Second is interest in the idea of donating blood voluntarily to save life. So interest is an outgrowth of awareness. Desire to donate. Desire is found only in people who have already been made aware and interested. If you see a beautiful car on road, are you only otherwise inspired to see what is the model or think about any future steps you would want to? So similarly is blood donation. Thus, motivation needs continuous efforts for blood donor motivators and the transfusion services. Now, you also need to know the reasons why somebody donates or why it does not. So is a long list. Altruism, reassurance of getting blood in need, seeing others donating blood, gaining experience, service to community, sense of social duty, हेल्थ चेकअप, हीमोग्लोबिन हो जाता है, ब्लड प्रेशर हो जाता है, डॉक्टर से बातचीत हो जाती है, कोई गाइडेंस मिल जाती है, काउंसलिंग मिलती है फॉर नोइंग योर ब्लड ग्रुप्स, recognition and awards, helping friends and relatives. And similarly, there is a plethora of reasons, starting with nobody asked us, ignorance or illiteracy. There is fear of becoming weak. There is fear of needle. There is people are fraught with seeing blood. And then there could be other reasons, inconvenience of location, parking, medical institutions, or some unusual that weight gain हो जाएगा, कुछ और हो जाएगा. So that those are all non desirable. Now, this is our event called as World Blood Donor Day. It is celebrated every month during the month of June, on 14 June every year. And this is our Honorable Prime Minister leading from the front. You don't wait until disaster strikes. What can you do? Give blood, give now, give often. And you see, this was 2017, and in 2020, we had COVID. And we had the challenge. So don't waste, wait for disaster. और हमारा इंडिया स्लोगन इज रक्त दान करके देखो अच्छा लगता है. दिस इज अवर नेशनल ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन काउंसिल स्लोगन. This is our Chandigarh, and we normally do blood donation camp on the 14th June at the Raj Bhavan, and the Honorable Governor is is motivating blood donors to donate on this day, even during the COVID pandemic. Charity begins at home. This is our present dynamic and worthy director of PGI Chandigarh, Professor Vivek Lal, donating blood soon after he joined as director. He also donated during the Raktan Amrit Mahotsav, which is celebrated as Seva Week during the September of every year. And this is that in Operation Sindoor, we had a blood donation camp from the Association of Resident Doctors, and Sir is donating blood. So charity begins at home. You have to lead by example. Then you have to mobilize communities. So you can see the upper camp is at PGI. Our former director, Professor Jagat Ram, is motivating blood donors who are staff of PGI Chandigarh, and there is an Vishwas Foundation that is supporting us with this event. And then again, you see the same people, Vishwas Foundation, holding a blood donation camp at the Punjab and Haryana High Court, and you have the then Honorable Chief Justice interacting with me during and motivating blood donors. Then mobilizing youth. You see, youth is for change, youth is for long-term blood donation. So as of now in our country and all over the world, focus is on sustainable developmental goals. And so is it for blood donation. Sustainable foundation of safe blood can only occur if you motivate the youth of today. Then donor recognition. This is our Chandigarh Traffic Police holding camps. They are our partners in service. And again, you can see that slogan, charity is important. Charity starts from home. And that there is a uniform blood donor being honored by his SSP. Now, this is a blood mobile. It is a blood donation center incorporated in a heavy duty vehicle. So this is to go to the donor. So donor need not always come to the blood center. We reach the blood donors, and this was the first camp with this vehicle at the Indian Express media office at Panchkula, Sector 6, Panchkula. I told you, media is a very powerful influencer. Then they sent out this beautiful photograph, and with this vehicle, we have done more than, I think, 1,200 blood donation camps, and people enjoy this vehicle because it is easy, convenient to donate in a small, ergonomic, so well arranged, neat and clean place. And the cost of blood donation is less for the organizers because they don't have to arrange so many other, there is a lot of cost saving in this. And this was very successful during COVID. So we used to fog this every day. We fogged this because it is a small environment, there were fears. So we fogged this without keeping the AC on. Then we fogged this with the AC. Then we did some samplings to understand whether it is safe. And this vehicle was very important for blood collection in COVID. This is how you have to. So this is our channel partner. This gentleman has done so many blood donation camps with this vehicle, whether it is raining or it is 45 degrees or it is 4 degrees. This gentleman is on roads helping us. So it is partners in service. And this is another, you have to attract people, retain them after you have. So provide a positive working environment, recognize, reward, and reinforce the right behavior of blood donation, involve and engage with community and youth, develop skills and the potential to motivate, recruit and retain blood donors, and then there is monitoring and evaluation to improve in life. Principles remain the same, and that is the pride process. So we have to also remember that donors who react do not come back. If you have had a fight with the shop owner where you normally go, you will never go back to that shop. And so is blood donation industry. This is an industry. So donors who react or have an undesirable blood donation reaction, they never come back for blood donation. So you have to see, this is an amazing one slide to explain by the Canadian Blood Services that you have to you see this donor reading instructions. So he is made aware of the blood donation process. Water, it is very easily understood that 500 ml of water, it is in peer-reviewed publications that this decreases vasovagal reactions. So is isotonic fluid. I mean, our good old Nimbu Pani with salt and sugar, or a banana laced with salt. This has, or a chips pretzel, they say Americans have published a paper. So this is salt, role of salt in decreasing vasovagal reaction. And this is not yoga, but it is isometric, volumetric exercises that are asked by the blood donor to be done when sitting on the blood donor couch in order to propel the blood from lower limbs to the central heart. And I have a patent for this with regard to decreasing vasovagal reactions.
Dr.
Now,
Suchet, I know you are passionate with the blood donation. So please
thank
wind up within 2 days.
हो गया sir, हो गया. This is last
That's
part for the
out.
society, how to organize camps. So before you organize, you need to have a team, a theme committee, a fundraising committee, a volunteer committee, so that you need money makes the mayor go. You can't do anything without money. Then your committees will work and they will get involved. You have to, the final countdown, check all arrangements, check the parking for donors, how they will donate, coordinate with the blood bank. This is how we do a camp layout so that it is unidirectional for the donor. He doesn't have to go back and forth again and again and fall down after blood donation. And this is what we did. I went to Shady in 2014 and we saw a permanent blood donation center there. When we came back, वो कहते हैं ना उसकी शर्ट मेरे से सफेद कैसे है. So I thought probably Mansa Devi गए हम मेरे. So I kept on going, and when we started, after a lot of resistance, we had to convince. We had some 30 donors, but you see, this is the graph. It goes up to 153, 191. And then we started with blood donation camps in the two Navratris, 10, 10, 9 days in March, April, or September, October. And now it is a blood donation camp there every weekend, every holiday, and the Navratris. This is the motto, and it is all about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. So blood donation and blood donation campaign is a dream, and it cannot happen with me alone unless somebody like Madam Kanta Sarup Krishan and Dr. Jolly join hands for a noble cause. Even today it stands true. We need the Sipher has also organized blood donation camps as a channel partner with us, and we need more channel partners to make blood available. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Suchet. And I may let everybody know that Dr. Suchet is very passionate about blood donation, about his subject. So thanks a lot. And we have got good support from him for organizing the blood donation camps. So, Dr. Sujit, can you share the slides with me so
Yes, sir.
that we
We'll
can
send
organize
across.
it better next time, right?
We'll send it,
Yeah.
sir. Thank
So,
you.
Dr. Jolly's son, Dr. Neeraj Jolly, he was incidentally my class fellow in MBBS. So, we know about Dr. J.G. Jolly. And you talked about Mrs. Kanta Swaroop Kishan. She was an amazing lady. And and you told about the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease also. So it is increasing day by day.
It's a time bomb,
Especially,
sir, today.
yeah, especially in Punjab, it is more in our area actually, not only Punjab, even in Haryana and Chandigarh. And International Society of Blood Donation, so they have mentioned some code of ethics. We must adhere to these. And then you told about the ethical principles in blood transfusion. And and you told about the 14th June is the World Blood Donation Day. So we must celebrate it by organizing blood donation camps. So thanks a lot. So over to
Thank you, sir.
Muskan.
Thank you so much for your amazing speech. Now, we would like to have Dr. Rakesh Gupta, President and Director of Public Health Strategic Institute for Public Health Education and Research Science. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Muskan. So let me please stop sharing the slides. So are the slides visible? Okay. So I'll be talking about the comprehensive eye screening, cataract surgeries, and the corneal transplant camps we hold. So prevalence of blindness in India. So it is in above, if we talk about population above 50 years and above. So it is visual acuity 6 by 12 in the better eye, that is called visually impaired. The prevalence of blindness among them is about 2%. Major causes of blindness, they include cataract, corneal opacity, cataract surgical complications, then posterior segment disease, or popularly called as retinal diseases. Glaucoma is also one of the causes of blindness. The proportion of blindness and visual impairment that are due to avoidable causes, it is 92% are avoidable. And out of the total blindness of 2%. So 93% are almost avoidable. So these are our initiatives. We have a van, we have a collaboration with the National Association for the Blind, and we organize eye camps with them. So Vision for All is more than just a health care program. It is a promise to bring the gift of sight to those who need it the most. Using mobile vans equipped with advanced tools like fundus cameras and other equipment, we are taking eye care out of the clinics and into the communities, right to the doorsteps of people who might otherwise be left behind. So these are the initiatives of Sipher. And this initiative reaches out to elderly individuals quietly struggling with the fading vision. People with diabetes or the high blood pressure are often unaware of the risk to their eyesight. Children and the young people whose learning and future depends upon their clear sight. So we examine them also. And then underserved families in rural and urban areas, their access to the eye specialist is still a distant dream. So even they can't reach out to the optometrist. So through compassionate care and cutting edge technology, Vision for All is about more than checking eyes. It is about protecting dignity, restoring independence, and helping people see a brighter future. So our goal, the primary goal is to bring sight-saving eye care to the doorsteps of the underserved people. Then the clinical goals are to screen about 2,500 people in year one. In a year, detect early stage vision impairments. Community impact is increased awareness, increased accessibility, and early treatment in population. Operational goals are ensuring culturally respectful, fast mobile care through trained professionals. Then sustainability, we can create replicable, low cost, high impact models rooted in the local trust. Then the activities are mobile screening vans, which is equipped with the retina scanners, staffed with the trained optometrists, and doctors are also available. Targeted screening that is focused on the high risk groups, which are elderly, diabetics, kids. Then awareness campaigns, the multilingual IEC material is available. Community outreach is done. Diagnosis is through telemedicine. So for the retinal diseases, we have retina specialists in the hospitals or the base hospitals. So we can diagnose through telemedicine. So instant referral support through telemedicine is available. Then we also perform cataract surgeries with IUL, and we prefer the foldable IULs. Then the cornea transplant surgeries is so medical conditions targeted, they are the refractive errors, the cataract, the diabetic retinopathy, the age-related macular degeneration that happens in the old population, then hypertensive retinopathy in the hypertensives, then corneal opacities, that is, in Punjab, because of the injuries, more of the injuries in the eyes is more in Punjab and our part of the country. So corneal opacity patient, they are treated with the corneal transplant. You can see that this lady, she has got corneal opacity and she has been operated for the corneal transplant surgery. The Babaji is more than 90 years old and he has also been operated. And these are the pictures of the cataract surgery before and after the surgery. So you can see Cataract is very visible. It is almost mature cataract, and after surgery, she can see, and he can also see the world. Then innovation and technology. So fundus cameras, they are available. Early detection of the retinal and the optic nerve tissues is there. Teleophthalmology, that is quick, accurate diagnosis, reducing need for in-person specialist visits because we consult the retina specialist. Then community center design, the screening is done in schools, temples, senior age, senior homes, the workplaces is done. The strategic value, it aligns with the SDG goals also. SDG 3, that is good health and well-being. SDG 10 is reduce inequalities. So brand visibility and trust, high impact, people-centered health initiative. Scalability, it is replicable across India in all the states with Sipher's operational network. Then it is community empowerment is done through awareness, education, and capacity building. So these are some of the pictures of our activities and the eye camps. You can see kids being examined in the school. And there are also distributed spectacles also. So the implementing organization, Strategic Institute for Public Health Education Research. Project area right now is Chandigarh and Punjab. Duration is 12 months, and the category is healthcare, preventive health, and eye care collaborators. And we collaborate with government and the private health facilities. So we have already completed 6 years, and we are now registered with the Government of India for FCRA, CSR, and the donors to Sipher, they also get income tax concession also. So thank you a lot for bearing with me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful and thoughtful, provoking address. You truly appreciate the time and effort you took to share your expertise with us today. Your words have not only deepened our understanding, but also inspired us to think more critically and act more forcefully. Thank you so much, sir.
So I may just let you know that we have with us Mr. K.C. Sani. He's a NGO. He runs an NGO, and he does a volunteer work. Then Mr. Raghunandan is with us. He has donated 69 times. You said
Yes.
69 times. So welcome you all. So over to Mr. Mukul Bansal. Mukul Bansal, he's a friend of mine. We are class fellows in Kendriya Vidyalaya school, and now he has got a CA associates. It's an office. It is in I think Alente Mall. Yeah. So you can just unmute yourself.
Yeah, I will. Namaskar.
So he's chairperson of the Embee Financial Services Limited. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure coming on this dais to meet all of you, to understand what all social services you are rendering to the society at large. You really need a big salute and a salute from the top. Good morning to all of you. God bless everyone and enjoy eternally what you can really do it. प्रभु इतना कर रहा है और हमें क्यों करवा रहा है, हमें अपने आप को समझना बहुत जरूरी है। एक लाइन है, भगवान शिव मां पार्वती को बता रहे हैं अपने प्रभु के बारे में, बिन पद चलहु सुनहु बिन काना, कर बिन करम करऊं विधि नाना, आनंद रहित सकल रस भोगी, बिन वाणी बक्ता बड़ जोगी। बिना पांव के जो चलते हो मेरे प्रभु, बिना कान के सुनते हो, बिना हाथ के सारे काम कर रहे हो, बिना मुंह के सारे भोग स्वाद ले रहे हो, और बिना वाणी के सबसे सुंदर वक्ता हो। प्रभु किससे क्या काम करा ले ये प्रभु ही जानता है। हमारे अंदर विराजमान है और हमसे ये सारे काम करा रहा है, उसका अति अति धन्यवाद। मैं भी पीजीआई में डॉक्टर सचदेव, शायद मुझे जानते या नहीं जानते, क्योंकि मैं पर्सनली तो नहीं मिला, पर 18 साल से थैलेसेमिक सेक्शन से हम कुछ ना कुछ किसी ढंग से सहयोग कर रहे हैं और निरंतर कर रहे हैं। बताने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, इट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट व्हाट वी कैन डू। प्रभु के बाद माँ का नाम आता है और उसके बाद डॉक्टर का नाम आता है, क्योंकि वो लाइफ बचाता है। सारे डोनर्स जो आईज के डोनर्स हैं या ब्लड डोनर्स हैं, उनको मैं कहना चाहूंगा, यू आर ऑल्सो कैन एक्ट एज डॉक्टर टू सेव द लाइफ ऑफ द पीपल बाय डोनेटिंग ब्लड and also the pleasing your eyes. This is a big donation. You are giving a blood which is running in your veins, means charity is running in your veins. बहुत कालों से, मतलब आप सोचिए, ऋषि महर्षि दधीची हुए थे, उन्होंने, उनसे कहा गया कि उनकी अस्त्रों से एक अस्त्र तैयार होगा, उनके अस्थियों से, and he donated. और किसने उनका मांस खाया? एक गाय ने। हमें ये समझ लेना चाहिए, हमारे जितने भी गुरु हैं और जो समझा रहे हैं कि ये डोनेट करना, ये हमारी परंपरा बहुत पुरानी चलती जा रही है, लाखों साल से चल रही है, कि किस ढंग से इंद्र के पास जो अस्त्र है वो दधीची की अस्थियों से बना हुआ है। वी मस्ट प्लान हाउ वी मस्ट गिव इट एंड फील गुड, और प्रभु को धन्यवाद दे कि प्रभु आपने हमें मौका दिया और ये काम करने के लिए हमें चुन लिया गया। इससे बड़ा हमारा जीवन सफल नहीं हो सकता और हम ये काम कर पा रहे। किसी की जान बचानी, किसी की आस सृष्टि दिखानी, डोनेशन, ए साइट आफ्टर हिज लाइफ, the world is open to him when we donate afterward. When we pledge, it means we are donating our eyes to give sight to the blind. दुनिया इतनी सुंदर है, हम देख रहे हैं, महसूस कर रहे हैं, ऊर्जा चारों तरफ हमारी तरफ महक रही है। उन जो वंचित लोग हैं उनको भी ये मौका मिलेगा तो वो अपने जीवन में सुखदायक होंगे और खुशी रहेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद डॉक्टर साहब, वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग, प्लीज कीप डूइंग। जहां हमें मौका मिल सकता है, हमारी सर्विसेज ऑलवेज अवेलेबल, पर हम डॉक्टर तो नहीं बन सकते, पर हम सहायक जरूर बन सकते हैं। आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कीप डूइंग एंड कीप फ्लोरिशिंग, और दुनिया का कल्याण करते रहें। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Mukulji, for your words of encouragement. And you talked about blood donation, and you are already helping thalassemic kids. So thalassemia एक condition होती है जिसमें बच्चों को रेगुलर ब्लड डोनेशन की जरूरत होती है। सो ये बहुत अच्छा काम है जो आप कर रहे हैं, और हम भी जब ब्लड डोनेशन करते हैं तो हम भी प्रेफर गिविंग इट टू द थैलेसेमिक किड्स। सो डॉक्टर सुचेत नोज अबाउट इट। सो ओवर टू मैम जयश्री, शी इज अवर चीफ गेस्ट of the day. So,
good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, so ma'am, Jaishree is the IRS, and she's Commissioner of Income Tax Exemptions at Chandigarh. And she's associated with us since almost maybe 6 months. So thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for joining. And we are waiting for your address.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. It's really, truly an honor to join you today as chief guest, if you say so, for this important, impactful webinar, which is focused on blood donation and eye screening. Two seemingly very simple yet profoundly life-changing acts of service and awareness. Let me first of all begin by expressing my deep appreciation to the organizers for putting together this initiative. And in an age where digital platforms are bringing people closer, what is heartening to note is that the technology is being used to encourage health awareness, service, and social responsibility as well. So, and what is more remarkable is that blood has no substitute. It is not something that can be manufactured anywhere. So it can only come from generous people who are present at this platform and the names mentioned by you, Dr. Gupta. And as Mr. Mukul Bansal puts it, I would also like to say that, you all are blessed souls who have found their purpose in life and who are associated with blood donation and eye donation as well. So, really hats off to you. And Dr. Suchet Sachdev, his passion could easily be made out. And thank you for motivating all of us, Dr. Sachdev. However, a query still remains in my mind as to what is the HB, required for blood donation. Is it different for males and females? So I hope in times to come, we'll get to know this. And thank you, Dr. Rakesh Gupta, for, emphasizing on routine eye screening so that we can detect issues like glaucoma, cataract, and even diabetic retinopathy. And through such initiatives, we are not only educating the public, but we are also empowering them to take control of their health. And thank you so much. But I would just like to add, Dr. Gupta, that as CIT exemptions, I come across number of NGOs who are doing incredible work in these fields. And I often wonder if all such NGOs can join hands and, then we could make a sea change. Everybody is doing individually very good work, but I wish we could, in times to come, create a platform where all NGOs across the country can come together so that there can be knowledge sharing also. So
Right.
I would urge you to explore such options also. And my gratitude to all the healthcare professionals, volunteers, and coordinators who make all such efforts possible. A big thank you to all. And to all the participants also, whether you're here to learn or to give or to support. Everybody's presence, I think, matters. And it shows our commitment to a healthier and a more compassionate world. So thank you so much, Dr. Gupta, for inviting me. And I'm really elated to join this webinar. Thank you.
So thanks a lot, ma'am. Uh, your suggestions are well taken. And in fact, in Punjab, when I was in government, we started an initiative regarding cornea blindness backlog free Punjab. So it was in association with all the government hospitals and the private NGOs also. So we did try to collaborate with all, and so we did a good job actually from 2015 to 17. I don't know. After that, I actually left the National Program for Control of Blindness. But now also, I think it is happening, and we have a WhatsApp group also. So we keep on telling each other when we have a spare cornea for transplant. So Dr. Jaishree, we have Dr. Sonu Goel. He has not been able to join earlier because of some technical hitch. So Dr. Sonu Goel, can you please uh, tell us
Yeah,
something about it? Yeah, the two
yeah,
simple
thank
acts
you.
countless lives. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you,
you
Dr.
just tell
Rakesh.
us an overview. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Rakesh, and thank you for inviting me. For actually, there is a parallel program which is going on where some international participants have come, so that's why I was not able to join earlier. But yes, I have seen the agenda, and I really find that agenda very exciting, and I'm really happy that Sipher has been continuously doing this program for corneal retrieval and blindness for so many years. I know that when it was done for the first time, when Dr. Rakesh was there in Health Systems, Punjab, so he was able to galvanize the corneal retrieval program along with Madam Vinnie Mahajan, then Principal Secretary Health in Punjab. And Punjab was one of the state where it went very well. So I believe that with the continuous support from all of you who have come, I know that many people are there who are the program facilitators. So without naming them, but I believe that this program will reach heights when all of you or all of us work together in the state. So I congratulate again Dr. Rakesh Gupta for this particular thing which he has been doing for so many years about eye screening and even blood donation, because he has been involved in multiple, his organization has been involved in multiple blood donation camps, and I can see the large footfall which is there in his activities. So I congratulate him again and the Sipher for doing such wonderful work in public health and tobacco control, NCD, blood donation, eye screening, and multiple activities over last 4.5 years. So I think I end it here, and maybe I leave it on organizers for rest. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sonu, for joining. So you have been able to join. So we have with us Mr. Mukul Bansal, who is a CA, and he is chairperson of Embee Association, Embee Services, Embee Financial Services Limited. And we have with us Ma'am Jaishree as a chief guest. She's I think you have met her, so as a CIT exemption in Chandigarh.
Yeah, yeah,
Kenya.
yeah. Now I can see her because there are a lot of people here, so I can't see you. So, Miss Jaishree, we met in your room. I think we came together. So nice to see you, and I think this is a good way of seeing what Sipher has been doing, philanthropic, very activities Sipher has been doing in collaboration with multiple organizations, including PGI. So nice to see you, ma'am.
So thank
Thank
you,
you, same
Doctor.
here.
So we'll have a pledge for eye donation and blood donation. So after that, we'll wind up the proceedings. Yeah. Yes, Muskan.
So the pledge for blood donation. I pledge to donate blood and to help spread awareness about the importance of blood donation. I will encourage my friends, family, and community members to become regular blood donors and support the cause of saving lives through blood donation. Pledge for eyes after death. I pledge my eyes for the purpose of transplantation, medical research, or education. I pledge to create awareness about eye donation. I further direct my next to
and hiring me to execute this gift after my death.
So Muskan, there was a question in the chat box. Can you just talk about that? So we
Yes.
can, Dr. Suchet, are you with us? Dr. Suchet. It was directed to Dr. Suchet. You can just read about the question.
The question by Sinam asks, many blood banks collect blood through free donation drives but later sell it to hospitals or patients. Is this an ethical practice or does it conflict with the principle of voluntary blood donation?
There's an
So,
echo, I think.
on
Yeah.
behalf of Dr. Suchet, I'm answering you, Dr. Shriram, because normally we don't see such activities in Chandigarh, at least. I can't talk about Punjab, maybe. But in Chandigarh, there are no such issues which have been put forward or brought to our notice. But I'll tell Dr. Suchet to make sure that the donation is voluntary without involvement of any money. So we'll just send this query to Dr. Suchet. Thank you. So over to Muskan for formal vote of thanks.
जरूरी है.
ऐसे बोल दो.
Thank you for all being here today with us.
To our amazing speakers, including our honorable guest, your words were not just informative but truly inspiring. You have helped us to see how something as simple as blood donation or an eye screening can save lives and bring light back into someone's world. A big thank you to our team and volunteers. You made this session smooth and meaningful behind the scenes. And to everyone who joined us. Your time and attention means a lot. We hope you leave today feeling a little more aware and a lot more empowered to act. Let's keep spreading the word, encouraging others, and being part of the change. Thank you once again.
So thank you all. Thank you all for joining and being with us. Thanks a lot. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Mukulji. Thank you, Dr. Sonu, Dr. Suchet, Dr. Mr. Sani, Mr. Raghunandan. So I can see some more people. And we had all volunteers and the interns from Sipher also. They also joined. So thanks a lot. Thank you.